In a world where music is more than just sound, where every melody hides a memory, one man decides to tell the story behind it all. Hey, if you're here, you probably know my music, whether it's the blues rock, the reggae, or the Sanskrit mantras. But before I could write any of those songs, I had to figure out who I was, and that journey was anything but easy. Hi, my name is Jay, and I am the one behind Valerome. This is the first part of a series where I finally tell my story, the real story of why I make music and how I am trying to find healing. Rock guitar, Sanskrit chanting, that sounds like a contradiction, right? For a long time I thought it was going to be the death of me. But Valerome is that contradiction. It is the noise of my youth and the silence I had to learn just to survive. That one sentence is the short version of my life. In this 4-part series, I'm going to show you the chaotic beginnings, how I almost broke completely, and how I'm using AI today to make music that I hope gives you hope too. It all starts at the very beginning, with the question of how my hometown even put a guitar in my hands. I grew up in a small town in Luxembourg. From the outside, everything looked normal, but inside, I was very quiet, submissive, shy, and scared. My brother was loud, he wanted to be heard, I just wanted to be seen. My much younger sister was the mix between the two of us. She didn't have it easy either, but she was spoiled by our grandparents to compensate for our absent parents. But my mother was emotionally unavailable. She needed her peace, she had her own demons. Even as a small child, I felt I had to withdraw my feelings, my wishes, my needs. The relationship was distant, often marked by emotional blackmail if I tried to voice those needs. My father was absent, and when he was there, it was only for a very short time. He also made a lot of promises, but never kept any of them. The worst thing was when he told us children that he didn't have any children. Today I think that his children were his daily alcohol consumption. I desperately longed for a normal family. I would lie in bed almost every night, maybe 6 years old, and talk to myself, blaming myself for everything. I would cry, wishing I was dead, rather than growing up in that family. That was the start of the mental illness that still runs through my life. At some point, I decided I don't want to think anymore because it hurts. In the next episode, I will go into more detail about this and how my mental health has developed since then. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please take a moment to leave a like and subscribe. Your support is invaluable, helping this channel continue to grow and reach more viewers. Your interactions truly help enormously to increase the reach of the videos. Thank you very much for watching. In that early emptiness, there was no one but me and my thoughts. And then came the music. I was fascinated by musicians. They were heard, they were loved. Everything I ever longed for. I remember the MTV moment, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. It captivated me. That was the noise that told me, it's okay to be angry. Later, it was Stained and Slipknot. Their depressive songs perfectly matched my state of mind. My most important symbol became the headphones. They were my way to tune out. The lyrics of the songs I couldn't express spoke for me. I listened to those CDs over and over. They were the wall I put between myself and the chaotic world. It was my personal shelter. I loved the Melancholy because it took me to another level of consciousness. The music told me, hey, someone else feels just as messed up as you do. And that gave me the first small glimmer of hope. When my brother brought a guitar home for the first time, this object magnetically pulled me in. It became my constant companion. But I never got good. I was too shy, I lacked the confidence to prove myself. Wanting to be seen, but terrified of trying. That ambivalence runs through my life. Only the drums, which I learned 10 years ago, I still play today in a blues rock band. There, the noise is allowed. If I had to describe myself in 3 words today, they would be loving, empathetic, authentic. But I would rather not be anxious, depressed, lonely. My therapist described me as a snail, not because of the speed, but because of the ability to retreat into my shell when danger is near and then carefully extend my feelers. My feelers are always set to high alert. It's exhausting, but it's what got me here. Today, I know. It is not my fault. This realization has brought immense peace. I have survived until today and I know where I come from, understanding my journey fully. If I could tell my younger self one sentence, it would be, I'm taking control now, and I will take care of you. You have done enough, and your strength has brought us here. That's why I make music today. I want to finally open up and show what I've been carrying inside me for so long, transforming pain into powerful expression. I want people to feel pain is a part of life, but in everything there is hope and healing. This is the foundation that made me Valerome. But this language, this noise, wasn't enough. Because the hardest song I ever had to write had no notes yet. It was silent and loud at the same time. In the next video, I'll tell you the truth about my mental battles, why I almost completely gave up music, and how that exact struggle led me to the Sanskrit mantras and to hope. If this honest journey has resonated with you so far and you want to know how the struggle leads to healing, please take a quick second, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. That way, you won't miss part 2 for anything. My therapist called me a snail that retreats. It's exhausting, but it's been my survival strategy. I'm curious, what symbol or image best describes you when you feel anxious or unsafe? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single reply. Here is a link to the playlist in which the songs reflect my former life with the biggest themes of my life. And here is the playlist with my mantra songs that help me find peace within myself today. I would appreciate every like and comment as this helps to keep this channel alive and growing. See you very soon. I look forward to it.